sauce. Let's go.
Well, hello. It's Miss Allie.
And Zoe Wims.
All right. Today we're going to talk about relationships. From communication, from miscommunication, from misunderstandings, perception, a little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything.
All right. So, Joseph, how you doing?
Fabulous. You ready for this male perspective?
Oh, snap. Speaking of that, male perspective, female perspective.
Oh.
It's going to be tough, ladies. Look, hey, truth. I'm truth. All right? Truth. And we're going to speak our truth. Understood? Cool. And actually, I am ready for that male perspective.
All right, so things that I have encountered with women throughout my years of dating in this new age world of dating, because it's different now, communication will always be key. And I feel that a lot of times when I communicate with women, they already have some preconceived notion of what I'm saying instead of that's not exactly what I'm saying, if that makes sense to you. They're twisting my words.
Got you. And assumptions, right?
Assumptions.
Okay.
So that's not fair to me. And sometimes I feel that they take their past relationships and bring it into now. I might have some trigger words.
Yes.
So
Yes.
Please help me understand. I mean, guys, I know y'all feeling me right now.
Hey, guys do the same thing. It's nothing like a guy treating you like he did the last girl, thinking he's doing something. Just because the last girl likes something doesn't mean I will, right? And people do the same thing.
Definitely.
Women, we do the same thing. We get in these relationships or situationships, and we think that, okay, well, this last guy, he treated me this way, right? And I didn't like it. And many times when we don't like something, we start to treat people kind of how we don't like to be treated, right?
Ooh, so we reflect it back onto them.
We reflect it and then at the same time assume that you're like that person.
Right.
So we're trying to avoid that situation overall, not realizing that, again, we're reflecting that situation onto you, not giving you a chance to be you, not giving you a chance to get to know you. Who are you? It takes time.
It does.
It takes time. But to go back to communication is the key. It is the key. But how in the world do we get lost in the sauce?
Get lost in the sauce.
We do. We get lost in the sauce.
Yes.
I mean, I'm going to be real with you.
Be real, please. Let's do it.
As much as I want to say communication is the key, it's something that we all need to work on and something I know I need to work on.
Definitely.
Because I may communicate one thing, but I realize sometimes as I'm communicating something to you, for example, I want you to come over. But when you come over, I really want you to be all on me, hug me. But I assume you already know that.
Like I can read your mind.
Communication is the key.
It's the key. That is so not fair. You know, I feel like that is such detrimental to any relationship. Especially, it could not be true, but I feel some women speak with their emotions. That's their communication. And that's not fair because just because you're feeling this way, and then you start thinking about certain things, and then now you are projecting that onto me as a man. I'm not even thinking like that, doing that, whatever it may be, but you're putting it upon me.
Right.
Which is not fair. So now you're creating frustration between both of us because I'm not just going to let you accuse me of things that I'm not doing because that's how you feel and you're communicating it to me off of assumption. How does a man debunk that and just not, or how does a man handle that with a woman when they're speaking with their emotions?
Speaking with their emotions. First of all, I think we need to slow down a little bit.
We need to slow down.
Okay.
The relationship?
I just want to, relationship.
Okay.
I just want to make sure we're on the same page.
Okay.
But no, seriously, we kind of need to slow down.
All right.
Because there are a lot of triggers for all of us.
Yes.
Especially when we're 30. We're in our 30s. So obviously we've been through either relationships, situationships, or just, I feel like relationships doesn't have to be, I'm with you, but I've been dealing with a handful of guys and I got all these experiences with them. So I have to slow down, first of all. That's why I was like, we got to get to know each other. And it takes time to get to know a person. From my experience, I can't tell you how long it takes. Well, actually, I could. Forever.
Yes,
Because
we're always evolving and changing.
Yeah. So
I agree.
So even if you're like in your 40s, 50s, or whatever, I know you know a lot, no doubt.
Right.
I will not debunk that at all. But you still need to slow down. We still need to get to know each other. We still got to take time. And who knows how long that would take.
Exactly. We definitely going to talk about that too on another show. Allie, let me hear this from you, from a woman.
Okay.
I had a situation. Actually, I've been through this quite a few times. When a woman forces you to try to commit into a relationship when we're in a situationship at the time being, and they want girlfriend
benefits. Go ahead, say it.
All right, here we go.
Right.
Girlfriend benefits.
Like wife benefits. Y'all know what we talking about.
And they're ridiculing me or comparing me to maybe ex-boyfriends or whatever it may be, and almost making me feel inadequate, like I'm less of a man because I'm not up to that standard of what that man was doing for them in their relationship, but we're in that situationship.
Right.
So how do I communicate that with a woman in a gentle, tactful way of letting her know that, hey, I like you, I'm into you, but I'm trying to get to know you and I want you to get to know me. And I don't want to just jump into this. Because they communicating almost in a sense of, it's okay, we can take our time, this and that, but their actions are saying otherwise.
Well, okay, that was a lot, first of all, though.
I'm sorry.
Lee.
Well, need to recap on that?
It's okay. Hold on, and I'm gonna have you recap in a second, but that's where you first of all, we gotta slow down. And second,
what does slow down mean? I'm just curious.
Slow down to me is like, it's easy to be with a man, right? Like it's easy to get with a guy and kind of go through the motions.
Ooh, like the wifey relationship motions?
You meet a guy, you like him, he likes you.
Y'all have sex.
Y'all do things like that, and you go out. You may probably go out to eat. All these things I'm saying are very typical. You go out to eat. You may have a great conversation. I guess you hug. These typical stuff, right? But when I say slow down, it's like, okay, how are we spending the night at each other's house? What does that mean to each other, right? And because that's basically what you were saying. Not people, but women start to assume because of the actions that a person is taking.
Wow.
And they assume that their actions equate to a relationship. That's why I was like, you have to slow down. Slow down is more of a metaphor of, okay, hold on. Even if we are doing those things, where do we stand? And when we get the clarification of where we stand, like, you're my friend, and we do have fun with each other. I don't mind doing these things with you, but we're not in a actual... that's hard.
That's challenging.
I know. I just wanted to say we're not in an intimate relationship, but we are intimate.
Y'all are intimate,
which is sort of a relationship, but it's not a boyfriend and girlfriend. One thing I'm learning is if I do not say, or we do not agree,
have to verbalize it.
If we do not agree that we're boyfriend and girlfriend, then I don't care if we are spending the night over each other's house. We need clarification on that. So we need to slow down. So let's pause, okay?